first day. Wish he came close to it.
I might need to get some lunch halfway through because right now it's 11:41 for me. So.
No problem. Just whenever you go and get that lunch, you make sure you bring us all back something too. Make sure it's something good.
I'm hungry.
I'll send you a sandwich through the mail.
The shoot, yeah. Just make sure there's cheese on it. But if it's peanut butter, I don't want no cheese on that. So.
Hey Dave, do you have an opinion on if 3D dice should be enabled or not?
You can do 3D dice if you want, but if you do enable 3D dice, I noticed that the new quantum roller will not work with that. So it'll still, work properly. It'll still, be perfect, but you just won't get the actual quantum roll, which is, one of the new features from the Data Delve update. So a lot of people, there's been a lot of discussion on the forums. Oh, is Roll20's dice really random? Well, yeah, and they even went overkill, and now they have the quantum roller, which is basically splitting beams of light, and it's really ridiculous. But I mean, you'll always have naysayers in anything you do. So All right, so there we go. You guys are basically a group of adventurers, and you have been hired by a lord, a manor lord, that has had a problem with a force of orcs that has basically taken over his small hilltop keep. And you guys are engaged by this local lord to rid his home of these new intruders. And they are orcs and whatever other evil that hangs out and lurks within the new confounds of their new fort, because it doesn't seem like the orcs want to go anywhere. And the Lord Manor, the Manor Lord, has actually tried to force this band of orcs out several times now over the last month. And to no avail. He's wasted a lot of resources, wasted a lot of money, and now he's basically giving you everything that he has left to get back his keep. So that is what your mission is, and this is what your quest is today. Your adventure is entailing today. You are going to basically rid the keep of all of the orcs and everything else, because the Manor Lord, he wants his place back. Alright, so I'm going to put you guys are able to work your way through the swamp, and we'll say that you guys are in the Nentervale, and there's a keep on the edge of the fens of the swamp, and you have to fight several groups of lizard men throughout the night. The next morning you get up to the keep. You notice that the keep has walls. There's an outer wall. You force your way in, and off into the distance you can also see that there's several plumes of smoke coming up. So the orcs have actually camped outside of the keep in the courtyard, and you take care of all those orcs. Well, now you're inside of the orcs. Well, now you're inside of the main manor, the main building, and it was an easy way in. I mean, they basically all of the doors are knocked off of the hinges, even on the outer wall. All of the doors were smashed. I mean, there was a rickety wooden bridge going across the moat now, and you guys are in the first room, and I'm gonna now take you guys to the first map. Well, for the entire map.
Hey Dave, people are saying that your stream is turned off.
No, it's on.
Hey,
It's
wake
still
up.
on the
Probably
stream. It's
just
starting
joking.
soon.
There's a delay, guys. It's a bad thing about having such a long delay when you do things 30 seconds, prior to something happening. Oh no, the screen is black. No, it's been changed. It just takes a long time for the stream to catch up.
All right, so my character sheet doesn't add up with my
All right,
says I
so
should have 37 hit points, but I only have 20. Do I just need to change all this and update the character sheet compared to the bio and info?
everything should be correct to the token. Well, let's see. I haven't put the tokens down yet, so let's see. I'm
Okay.
looking at the token for Driston, and Driston has 38 hit points and 10 healing surges, and that's what the token has. Let's see.
Check out Lobo because I got two different things on mine.
Just give me 1 second.
We haven't changed the backdrop yet, right? Because it's still black.
Setting tokens up right now, guys. Just 1 second. Actually, you guys are on the map.
This is my first time being in a stream that people actually watch, so I just want to say hi.
Tell everybody who you are, youngin.
I'm Greg.
What's your stream name, Greg?
GGdion.
There you go.
Also, check out my YouTube channel.
Ah!
I have 1 subscriber who's myself.
Shout out at the start of the show.
The shout out. The old shameless plug.
My channel is so unpopular that it's hard to find it.
Well, that's with mine as well, so. Yeah, but go ahead and you guys, your tokens should be on the map now. I've pulled them all out. So you guys are in a. Hold on, easy on moving the tokens around, guys. So you guys are in a small corridor. You've worked your way down several flights of stairs, and now there is a wooden door that is closed in front of you. Now you guys can set your map at about 100%, and that should be plenty big enough to see everything that is going on. So you can just hit the magnifying glass on the left-hand side on the transparency, not the transparency bar, but the magnification bar for the actual map itself. Alright, so you guys open up this door. Everyone should be able to see now. You guys, most of you have light vision. I don't believe that Rack has any kind of vision, so he is going to need some kind of light source so he can actually see.
Everything to me is completely black too.
I shall cast light on the end of my staff.
Yeah, Durston doesn't have any line of sight either.
Excuse me, Dave. I have a +6 on my initiative. How do I get that so when I hit initiative it's going to add it?
It does it automatically. Again, like when you click on your token, it'll pop up macros up at the top. I have all of the macros, so that is a variable, and that will automatically be calculated into the roll whenever you hit initiative, and it will actually automatically throw it into the tracker as well. So
The reason why I was asking, the last time I played this character, I had 3 7s on my initiative.
That's bad luck, man. Because actually, I believe Rack has a pretty good initiative. I think he's he's +6. So
Dave, my screen's completely black. Is that my character is not being able to see, or is it an error?
I'll give you guys some lights. We'll just say that everybody
I can see
has. Yeah, we'll just say that everybody has used a torch.
Well, I
Not a
cast
torch,
light
but a
on the end of
cast
my
spell.
staff.
Yeah.
I got light on my character now.
Sorry, I was
Ooh, that's
confused.
great.
It was just my character not being able to see.
Oh, I love it. I love doing these. I really do. It's fun seeing new players and I can't see. Alright, there you go, everybody.
Thank you.
No problem. Alright, so you guys are here at a big door. There's two 10-foot wide doors that are actually closing this 20-foot hall. I guess you guys are opening up the door and smashing it in to drive out these pesky orcs in the manor.
I don't know. You guys just want to wait here a minute?
Alright, so that was a fun one-shot. Thank you guys for playing, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, right.
Too funny.
Oh yeah.
We're not ending the one shot, are we?
If you guys don't bust through this door, yeah, we're gonna be ending it.
Let's go through the door, guys.
Let's push
Whose
that
turn
door
is it?
open.
Who's the rogue?
I love it.
Push the door.
We actually do not have a rogue. But seeing that we are in a one-shot, I'm not going to be ruthless and, make the trap have a, massive 8d8 fireball or anything. Alright, so as you guys burst through the door, you see two glowing beetles that is providing light for the room. And you also notice that there are several cages and several orcs in plain sight. And to the rear of the room starts to go into shadow. Alright, so let's go ahead and roll initiative. This is encounter 1. You see several beetles, and you also see several orcs that are inside as well. So go ahead and click your token, and we'll do initiative. 5.
Nothing like being on the lower end of the initiative this time.
So I click on the mouse and I hit initiative.
Yep. Whenever you click on the token for the character that you're playing, there should be a bar of buttons appear at the top of the screen.
Yep, that's what
Nope.
is happening.
And just hit the initiative macro. So Alright, so we've got initiative rolled. Wow, this is Roll20 lagging for anyone else?
Yeah, it's been pretty slow for me.
Man, I have to press buttons several
I'm getting
times.
some background sound from somebody.
It looks like everybody made it into the tracker. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Alright, so first up is Eco. So you can go ahead and go first. You get a standard. Well, if you guys have, who here has not played D&D Essentials? I know you haven't, GG, but I think everybody else has, right?
How does moving work? Is there like a set amount of spaces that I can move or something?
Yeah, whenever you click on your character sheet and I believe the third box down, there is on the very far right, it says movement. That's how many squares you can move when it's your turn. So
How do I check my character sheet?
go to the second tab. It should look like a postcard with a stamp in the left-hand corner. Just click on that, and then you'll see your character sheet there. And then you can open it up, and you can read everything about the character sheet. All of the little caps of the screen caps. You can click on the purple links that'll tell you about your stats or your powers or any kind of rule that we have, any kind of skill check. It pretty much tells you everything you need to know about the character.
So it's correct, I'm supposed to have 20 hit points, Dave?
What does your hit point say? You're playing Eco,
It says
right?
37. Yeah, yeah. On the character sheet it says 37, but I've only got 20.
Let's see, Eco's got 38, supposed to have 38, and 9 healing surges, so...
Or 34.
I'm Iku, so I guess it's my turn.
The token, you have 38. You have 38 on Eco, so Who are you playing?
Lobo.
Alright, so Lovo's supposed to have 34 and 6 surges, so
How does it work for movement? Like, if does diagonal count as one movement space or two movement spaces?
it counts as one. There you go. I upgraded Lovo for you, so I don't know why it showed 20, but I believe 20 was probably where somebody took damage from him last week and it just didn't put the hit points back up to normal. So because he had lower surges as well. So everybody check your hit points real quick. Everybody should be full hit points. So all right, so you're up first, GG.
I already have 2,250 experience.
Yep, that puts you at level 3.
Okay.
All right, so you get to do 4 things every round, GG. You get to do a free action, which is something very fast and simple, like yelling something to the monsters. You can drop down on the ground prone, which is a condition meaning that you're on the ground. You can do that as a free action. You can also drop a weapon as a free action. Now, you can click on the character sheet and you can scroll down, GG, and you can see that about halfway down to two-thirds of the way down, you'll see that there is a long line of links that have all kinds of rules and stuff. Everything from ranged weapons to opportunity to combat advantage and all of that. And you'll see that there is something called actions and combat. So if you click on actions, it tells you get the following 3 actions on your turn: standard action, move action, and a minor action. And you also get free actions as well. So you really get 4, but free actions is right under the major 3. But a standard action is basically anything major, like an attack. You can move. Your move action is basically your movement, or you can substitute your movement for other things as well, like standing up. Then your minor action, if you have any kind of skills that take minor actions, you can use those as well. And you can see all of your skills. If you scroll back up, you can see that you have powers. You have at-will powers, which you can use at any time. You have encounter powers, so we are in an encounter right now. So these powers, you can only use 1. But you can see that you can use Blazing Doom of the Void. You can use that 2 times. And then you have a daily power column, which is basically you can use that skill once a day. So, but the way that I have everything, which leads me into how I have these dungeon delves set up, is everybody gets to use each daily power twice. You can only use it once per encounter, but you can still use it twice because we're eliminating all of the rest because we don't have a lot of time and we're just going from encounter to encounter to encounter. So you get to use each daily power twice, and you also get 2 action points. And action points is basically you get to do something else. It's like I'm going to go again as an action point. So you can do any action you want. So you can attack again, you can do a move action, you can do a minor action, you can do any one action, and you get 2 action points as well. Even though you're only supposed to start the game with 1, I'm doing 2 because like I said, we're time constrained and we don't have rest and all that other stuff. So you basically have to manage your powers and manage your action points. And you can only use each daily power, you can only use once per encounter, twice. So, and your action points, you get 2 action points, and you can only use 1 action point per encounter. So, it's basically just it's 4E rules. It's just that we're eliminating all of the rest, basically. So, all right. So now that you are up there, Mr. Eco, you get to move, you get to attack, you get to do all kinds of things. So what do you want to do?
I'm going to move my character. Let me get the ruler so I can show you. Here, and then here, 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 here. And then that should put me almost in front of the beetle.
Okay, so you're going to move your full 6, so go ahead and move it. You should be able to move the token. Alright, there you go. So there's your 6. Now you can cast, you have a ranged attack. It's called Eldritch Bolt. And it's in your at-will powers. It doesn't cost you an encounter power or anything. So you can stay back and cast Eldritch Bolt if you want to. So, but you do have a scimitar that you summon in your hand called the Blade of Annihilation. And you also carry a wand in your other hand. So you have to have the wand in your hand to have the Blade of Annihilation. That's just the way that the mechanics work for the Warlock. So, but yes, you can cast an Eldritch Bolt if you'd want to. So you can still get an attack. Or if you want to, you can forego doing your attack and you can do another 6 spaces of movements as well. So, but if you move past one of the beetles, there's attacks called attacks of opportunity. So you just gotta really be careful on. So basically, if say you're gonna move to this square right here. Now, if you move to another square, say this square here, then that beetle would get an attack of opportunity because when you move here, you're considered adjacent to the target. And when you move to another adjacent square, you're basically letting your guard down, and any creature can get an attack on you for free. So that's just how it works. But I'll let you know that anyway, in case you do that, because you haven't played before. So
I think I'm gonna use Eldritch Missile on the beetle.
all right, that sounds good. So, all right, so you have your pluses up there already, which all of your pluses are basically, I believe they're all based off of charisma. So, and it is. So you get to go ahead and do a attack roll. So you're going to roll a d20. So whenever you click your token, there's a 20, number 20 there. Hit that, and it's going to ask you 2 questions. Basically, the first question is, how many dice are you roll? How many 20-sideds are you rolling? So you're only rolling 1. So you just put 1 in an enter, and then it's going to ask you, what is your modifier? So you're rolling your attack. So your bonus to hit with your Blade of Annihilation is a +6. So you're just going to type 6 in there. And then you hit enter again, and then it rolls. So perfect. You rolled a 14. And against the beetle, your attack with that, I believe, is versus reflex, which it is. And the attack on that fire beetle, a 14 reflex is a hit. So he had a 12 reflex. So that's how it's set numbers. So you just have to beat their set number, equal it, or roll higher. So you hit. So now you get to roll your damage. So if you look at the Eldritch Bolt card, it says you're on a hit, you do 1d10 plus your charisma modifier for damage. So you'll hit the 10 button this time. You're rolling 1 10-sided, and you can see that your bonus damage for your weapon is a +5. So the first question, there you go. Oh wow, you crush it with 14 damage. Nice. So your orb comes out of the sword and strikes the beetle for 14 points of damage. Very nice. Not bad for a first shot.
Is he dead?
He's definitely not dead. You've got his attention though. He's probably going to be attacking you. It looks like he's starting to scurry right towards you. And it looks like his friend is joining as well. So, alright, that's it for you. We're going up to the orcs now. So I'm going to move up with this orc here. I'm going to move up 2, 3, 4, and he is going to stay there. Next up is Rack. I'm not going to swarm the youngin right off the bat and kill him with 2 beetles and 3 orcs. So this is his first time playing. So that's the whole point of these one-shots, guys, is to kind of
It went silent.
help the new people out. You there, Gim?
Gim, you have your mic muted.
Check the trigger button in the options.
Alright, Gim, last call. We're moving on if you're not here.
Come on, gimme.
Jim, you're still muted.
We need you, brother.
46 and 23.
He moved in front of me.
Okay, I'm back. I'm supporting Greg with the beetle and the other enemy, and I'm going to use the battle wrath stance. That's a +2 if I hit.
Yep, go ahead and you're attacking the orc, right? Or are you attacking the beetle?
Beetle.
Alright, yep. Feel free to attack away. You also notice that this room is absolutely dark. There's no light sources whatsoever. Ceiling's about 20 feet high. And you notice that as you get closer, both Eco and you guys notice that there's a stinky bucket of water as well. 17 versus armor class on the beetle is a hit. Beetle's pretty easy to hit, so go ahead and roll your damage there, Gim.
How did the orc see in the darkness?
Oh, orcs get to see in the dark. Orcs.
They've got dark vision.
Goblins, kobolds. Yeah, they all have dark vision. It's like seeing in daylight form. Alright, so you do 11 damage, Gim. And you notice you split the scarab's shell pretty good on this beetle. He is now officially bloodied. And what bloodied means, GG, is the monster is at least half-life or lower now. So it's kind of like an indicator that you guys has beaten his butt. He's had his butt beat pretty good so far. So he's at least half-life or lower. Alright, Rack, so that's it for you. I've got another orc that comes around from the corner. You can see that this orc is right here, and he takes a hand axe and throws it at the fighter. His
Can I go
hand
to the
axe-
washroom?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, it's going to be a couple minutes before it's back to your turn anyway, so.
I'll be back soon.
Okay. Alright, so the hand axe is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so you are within range. So he hurls his axe at you. Ooh. Alright, so that's a 12 versus armor class. You should be able to parry that away. I don't think that hits.
That's a miss.
Alright, so that is it for the orc. Next up is the beetle. And that is the beetle that is directly in front of you. So this beetle, basically the pincers on the beetle snap a couple times, they open up, and he spits fire. And this is a close blast, which he will not take. He will not take an attack of opportunity. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and center the blast directly on you. So you and Eco will be affected. And I'm going to do 2 attack rolls. Wow, roll 20 is so slow for me right now.
It sometimes goes slow for me too.
Alright, Gim, so I roll a natural 20. So you're going to take a total of 10 fire damage from the fire spray. I'm sorry, I take that back. You're going to take a maximum of 18 damage from the fire spray.
Ouch.
That is that's a crit. So I rolled a natural 20. All right, now I'm rolling the attack on you as well, Eco, because you are within the blast radius. And that is 11 versus reflex. So you're going to want to look at your character sheet, and towards the top, and about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th box down, you're going to see a box called defenses. And I just attacked your reflex, so all the way over on the right, it says your reflex total is 15. So that is a miss. You're able to dodge the fire attack from the fire beetle. So there you go. There's where your defenses are. So that is it for the beetle. Now it looks like we have another orc that is